Hello, duckies, and welcome back to Queen's Wish. My name's Viola. If you like what you see, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help the channel. Okay, there's one thing I need to do real quick. That's up. There we go. Alright, so. Oh, you have another one? Ah, there is another one. Okay. Dang it. Didn't realize who was there. Okay. So we have to find the right tunnels. I want to some clear outs just in case. This looks like it's. Wait. Okay. Start from the bottom right. No? Right. Maybe this isn't the right. Up. Left. Up. Down. Left. Okay. Post. No. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay. Links. Bottom right. Up, left, left, all the way up. Down, down. Left, left, left. Okay. Let's go and investigate some other spots and see if maybe it's another board that we're looking at. Giant scorpions. Oh boy. there's more. There's always gonna be more. There's a layer of it. Still on. At least the one more. Oh, you guys aren't what I think what I thought you were here. Oh boy. Okay, okay, you know what? We I really need to figure this out. Because this is the one that I was working on. This is the quest that I was working on. Get that. Yep. Doesn't make any sense. I'm looking right at the directions. mean, it can't be opposite. Okay. This is gonna be annoying, but... I'll try to fast forward through those guys because it's I did what was instructed of me, but it's not working. Okay, there was nothing in the instructions that would have said anything about, oh, this also, that also. Unfortunately, though, I'm gonna do, because I'm pretty sure this would be leaving the map and it might reset all these enemies. I really... Actually, you know what? No, I don't need to fight them because the only ones I need to fight are the small ones. Okay, yeah. Right, now here's to hoping he hasn't lost his mind. Oh boy. Not you again. This is an old ceremonial meeting place, plus dueling, plus execution, and so on. All of the guild has. You've interrupted a meeting, or an interrogation, or an assassination. It's hard to be sure. At first, the room is ringed with guards, all staring at the center of the chamber. In the middle of the room are two figures. One is a woman, standing with a blade drawn. You recognize her. She's Viola of the Guild Ness, who you fought back in the Carnus Woods. Her blade is pointed at the neck of a Dagon man, who is on his knees at her feet. The man wears the robes of a sage, torn and covered with sand. He looks thin, parched, and terrified. When you enter, he says, "I told you I don't have a plan for the plans for the harvester. They were stolen." And now sneers. If you try to fool me, your death will be even more painful. You don't have the plans, but you know how they are wrong. You know how to correct them. Then one of the guards notices you. He clears his throat. The Guild-Ness woman spins to face you. When she recognizes you, she laughs. You really are determined to stick your nose in this business, aren't you? You remember me, Princess of Haven? Ooh, I could really irritate her. Hereby, no, let's not. I was memorable enough for the mind of royalty. What an honor. But I don't matter, do I? What matters is the spy here. With a swift move, she kicks the Dagon man in the stomach. It's a painful blow, but he takes it with dignity. Introduce yourself, worm. He gasps. I am Ardent. Arid Ardent. He looks up at you, wondering if he now has a hope for surviving this encounter. Oh, did you assassinate any Rosses recently? Friends, I don't betray my vassals. Fortunately, I don't have to. If the Guild-Ness killed any Rosses recently, I was not involved. I have my own mission for the glory of the Rocage. You're right, Ardent. Not really, but don't worry. Secrets aren't with me. I now laughs. He's a poor liar. Ardent is Guild-Ness. We thought he was. He pretended to work for us, but he had plans to betray us, sell secrets to Haven. Now he gets his just slow punishment. I know of no Ardent. Oh, we both know that isn't true. You were sent by the Iraduko to get the information he has. Maybe you think you'll hide it. You won't. I will learn what Ardent knows, and then the Guild-Ness will complete the harvester, and then we will master its use, and we will wield it for the good of the Guild-Ness and the row, and take it! The guards run up and grab Ardent. The fourth rips a pouch loose from his belt. He removes a stone carved with runes from the bag and tosses it to Viola. Now the harvester will be ours. Why does the Guild-Ness want the harvester? Because it is a weapon, and because the Rocage made it. Therefore, it belongs to the Guild-Ness by right. Ardent shakes his head. No, the Iraduko control the results of our knowledge, such as always. Another kick interrupts the speech. What makes you think the harvester will work? It might. It might not. We will see. However, it will be the Guild-Ness who learn what it does. And you're killers, not sages. Even if the harvester might work, you will never be able to create it properly. Haven should decide who gets the powerful weapons. By analysis, haven't you been watching? Haven's grasp on our land grows weaker with every passing day. Don't be foolish. Just withdraw from this business. Leave. The Rocage will learn of your cowardice, but you will learn. You will live. Slips the stone into her pocket. Ardent says, forget me, get the stone. The Guild-Ness can make any weapon they want. The balance of our land will be disrupted. You would dare attack a Princess of Haven. You make it necessary. Guild-Ness don't normally kill Havenites, but this is a special situation. I have fear of you, assassin. And we fight our way out. Let's have a second round, Havenite. When we're done, Haven will never find your body. goes art on. Oh my gosh. This is bad. This is bad. This is very, very bad. This is very, 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 very bad. Father. Yeah, no. Oh boy. Maybe I should go to the meeting with the Guildness first. Figure out if I can sort out a way that they'll not attack us. Where was that? Worm's teeth, yeah. Alright. No, I don't want to load, I want to save. Into a treasure shop through with many miles of natural tunnels and mine shafts. Sometimes they open up into an enormous natural cavern. The path leads to the west. Someone has placed the occasional torch along it, making travel possible. The natural dome spreads out of sight to the northwest. It's dotted with a few glowing crystals, but most of it is lost in darkness. You do see the edge of a forest of large fungal trees, and you smell mushrooms and rot. The heat from the volcanic vents to the south has risen up here, letting an alien forest grow. Ominous figures float among the trees. Alright, let's just follow the path. You humans in black robes sitting around the fire, you easily see the outlines of weapons under their clothes. When you approach them, they don't respond. No greetings, no attacks. They just chew on their rations and stare at the fire. Just join them. You sit with them. They move to make room for you. They silently give you cups of water and a few bits of stale bread. They remain silent. You got these keys. One of them whispers, "Our home is here." We avoid the woods. The tunnel is full of mystery. So who are you? Secrecy is our way. So you're here. We watch the path and we watch for you. Why are you waiting for me? You're wanted to the west. If you're peaceful, you will learn. Follow the path. Keep, post, analyze, and learning. Without another word, they pack up their things. It only takes a minute, and then they head west. Okay. Another cluster, so I'm going down. Ah. A stone tower in the cave to the north. Lights flicker behind its window and smoke rises from its roof. In the open land past it, you see rows of tombstones. It is clearly occupied. Nobody is visible, but you sense that many pairs of eyes are upon you. The long passage ends in a huge domed cavern. With a great effort, a comfortable hall has been built here. Dirt and straw brought down from the surface coat the floor around it. Somehow the roof is nicely thatched. You walk along the shallow ruts left by centuries of pilgrims who came to this outpost. There are no guards, nobody comes to greet you, it is eerily quiet. Yes, this is where I need to be. Oh. Here we are. There's an ancient stone table in this chamber, carved out of the living rock of the stone floor. This tower is much newer construction, built around the table. There are 3 people here, 2 grim guards and 1 aging man. He wears simple clothes and a long dagger hangs from his belt. Welcome. You have come far and risked much to reach deep post allies. This is the ancient home of the Guild Nas. I will not waste your time. I am Master Rigel, leader of our order. I am Viola, Princess of the Empire of Haven. Well met then. You have much chaos to deal with in the wild lands above. I will give you our message, then you can stay or go at your discretion. You have a message for me. I do, from the Guild Nas. It is possible that some of our actions cause unnecessary problems for Haven. It was not our intention. The Guild Nas only deals with the interior disputes of Rokaj. We are not rebels. We have no intention of opposing Haven. As a friendly gesture, we do have some tributes of respect for you. Your message has been heard. Give Rigel. What? As little as you can with your response. He waits for more, but you've learned something about the value of silence. Finally, he says, I'm sure we understand each other then. We can now talk freely of lesser matters. 2 Rassas have been assassinated. Master Rigel gives you a long, slow nod. Yes. Rassa Elha of the Gentle Coast, Rassa Kham of the Kronos Woods. Very expensive and significant to us. Normally the Guild Mouse does not discuss specific jobs. In this case, it is unavoidable. They were allies of Haven. That is perhaps extreme. They did what Haven wanted. They brought wealth to Haven. Some thought they were too close to Haven. Then again, the description applies to most races of the Rokaj over the last couple centuries. I want to know who had them killed. Even if we ever shared that information, I don't know. It was an independent action of one of the cells of the Guild Nas, done without my permission. Cells involved have not come to deep post allies. I don't know who did these killings. I don't know who did these killings, for who, for how much money, or why. Tell me about Rassakam Kronos. I will tell you what is widely known. He is very old, wealthy, and close to Haven. The governor's actions have greatly harmed the sacred groves of the Kronos, and Rassakam did nothing to stop it. He did, however, take your governor's bribes. I don't think his destruction was of great surprise to anyone. What about Rassa Elha? Well... Now Rachel for a moment looks uncertain. Rassa Elha was a lickspittle. She unashamedly helped Haven and took its wealth, however. She was of the Gentle Coast. That behavior is all that is expected of the rich coastal folk. I am curious why Elha was killed myself. For that if that was Guild Nas work, I have a lot of questions for some of my assassins. Tell me more about the Guild Nas. Assassins Guild of the Rokaj. People pay us to kill other people. Many such groups operate the vassals of Haven. We are older and more controlled than most. Haven has tolerated us. How long have you existed? Nobody knows. At least 500 years. This table, he slaps the ancient stone table in front of him, it is very old. Maybe it's older than us. Maybe the first Geldnas made it. Either way, it is ancient, sturdy, and made of the rock of the Rakash, and so are we. What is this tower? Deep Post Analyze, part of the Geldnas, is where the souls of our order come to meet and plan. It is where our new members are tested and initiated. It is where our most successful members are laid to rest. Can Haven hire you? No. We are bound by many rules. Only Roe can hire us. Only to kill other Roe. We can never interfere with the prosperity of Haven. We must always answer to the High-Lithans. Many rules, evolved over centuries. How do you decide who to kill? Besides practicality and what is offered in payment, we are always bound by the deep truth of the Rokaj. Our land has old ways maintained by the High-Lithans. If the Lithans don't want someone killed, we probably won't kill. If the High-Lithans think someone is not properly Roe, their death is more likely. In the end, though, we usually go with the highest bidder. You don't seem concerned about justice. If someone is wealthy, does that not make them mighty? This is the Roe. Might determines justice. In the end, the service we offer is finality. Sometimes a decision needs to be made. When this happens, the most important thing is that a decision is made. It does not have to be just. Procash is in chaos. You will have to be brought under control. We hope you rethink this path. When the chaos in the land above ends, a lot of wild elements will need to be removed. The cleanliness will be provided by the Geldnas. You say you want to offer me tribute to respect? Of course, we've set aside a bed for you nearby if you wish to rest, a privilege only ever offered to the Geldnas. Also, you have a reputation as a bit of a hunter. If you wish, you may enjoy taking the test required of prospective Geldnas. If you pass, we will give you the unique trading privileges of our group. I'd like to trade with you. I want to go your test. It's just an amusement, of course. Still, you might like to see what it takes to kill for the Geldnas. Only a few of our trainees survive it. Kill your trainees? Of course. If you fail our test, you die. Once young Roe comes here, he or she has learned too many of our secrets. Joining or death are the only options. I'll take the test. Into your small ivory token. You know, it has your name scratched on it. If you die, that will rest in a place of honor with all of the fallen. Take the stairways to the east, enter the test to the south. Once all have moved to the second gate, the test will begin. Good luck. Fun. Oh. Bed. Locked. Okay. Oh. One gate behind you closes, another gate ahead opens. You've entered the test. Geldnas. Oh boy! No, there we go. Oh boy. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was going. Alrighty, guys. That is going to be it for today's episode. So thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to keep up to date on all the videos, and remember to free the feral wildflower in you. Bye bye!